Hello everyone, welcome back to Polly's Pretties. As you see, no glasses because I can't see to work with tiny stuff. So I'm going to bring you down to the desk. We're going to do the August challenge, which is the hashtag Make It With Me. Today is day 6, which is necklace. So I've got two kind of prepped. They're not completely done, so we're going to do them. All I've done was make the chain piece because I have loose chain, so I have to put all the pieces together. And then I've got my dangle pieces the way I think I kind of want them on here. I don't have them on the chain yet. We're going to do that. And I like mine a little longer. I don't want mine up close to my neck. So, that being said, I'm going to, hopefully, alright, you're being booger, stop it. I'm going to lay my chain out here loose. So my pieces I'm going to use, I've got a little ghosty like this, and I made little earrings the other night. These little earrings that match. And then I'm going to give a little bit of extra to the necklace. So, the first thing I'm probably going to do is go ahead and undo my clasp, which is a lobster claw. It is hard to work because it is brand new. Okay. And I'm going to just try. I don't know how this works. I don't know if it'll work this way. It's been a long time. I may end up having to go a different way and put them on, and that's fine if I do. The object is to get my center one on, and then the rest can kind of come in place as they need to. Okay, so there's the ghost. And then I'm going to use the same side because I got two big hole beads. A lot of times they'll have you use these when you're making pens and stuff. Oh, that may not go through. Alright, so I may have to play hinky-pinky with this guy and take it loose until I get my big hole beads on. And that's alright if I do. There's one. You know what? I just did that the backwards way. Alright, Polly. Of course you would. Why not? Anyway, here we go. Let's do this. Whoop, now he fell down. Get up here. Alright, let me go this way. Let me just start proper, I guess. Okay, where's my closures? This is a dangle that Miss Dawn made for me. And it's got really pretty beads. I'll show you what it looks like here in a minute when I close the loop to make sure it's going to stay on my necklace. She made the dangle piece for me, and I want to use it. So it's going to go on here. Maybe when I get all my pieces here figured out. Okay. Oh, and I put it right back out of there. Look at me. What? Okay. Oh, hang on. Okay. Thank you, darling. Okay, so we're going to put on one of those. Then we're going to put on a big bead here. And then I'm going to do my ghosty. Well, maybe I'm going to do the ghosty. Yeah, maybe. Okay, then the ghosty. Then we're going to do a big bead. Like that. And then I got to pause that for a minute because I got to close this ring up. This is another dangle Miss Dawn made me. It's the same colors and everything, and I thought it'd be cute with this little necklace. So that's why it's going on there. Just because I thought it was cute. Okay. Come on now. Get up here and quit being boogery. And we'll put our chain down through. Voila. Now I can put this back on the end here. Maybe. Getting the connector piece on there is always a fun little job. Okay, there we go. Now it's on there. Alright. Now close this guy up again. Okay. And then we have, yeah, that's going to be cute. I like that. Alright, let me get this hooked together. Make sure it's closed. Alright, so here is how this will hang. It has the little pieces here, so it pulls these away from the ghosty, and I think that's cute for Halloween. So that is our first necklace. We're going to lay it here with the earrings, and we will go into necklace number 2. So necklace number 2, again, silver chain that I did put together. Okay, just making sure my end stayed there. Now this time I've got 2 charms for Miss Dawn. Oh, and that one just come undone. Of course, why not? Alright, so I'll put... This charm's already closed up and stuff, and I have it on there, so on a jump ring, so there's that one. This one I had on one that was not closed, so we're going to... Ooh, I'm going to hopefully find that, because it flew. Where did it fly? And jump rings can hurt if you step on them, that's why I'm a little... Okay, maybe I'm not going to find that one. Alright, well, okay then. Well, it just means I gotta get in my box and get a different one. Not a big deal. I can get in here. Oop, and there went the necklace off the back end. Alright. Everything's gonna go because I'm trying to get into the bigger rings here. Not you. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Alright, let me pull this stuff back up because I do not want it behind there. There we go. Necklace, earrings, good to go. Alright, now, I'm going to go ahead and put a jump ring on the angel while I'm sitting here because I know that I want one on it. Open. And open. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Yes. And I'm just closing my jump ring and making sure it's closed nice and tight. To the best of my ability, anyway. Sometimes these things close really good for me, and sometimes they're a little bit buggery. So... Come on, seriously. I do not need that. Not today. There. Okay. There it is. Alright, now with this one I also have some bigger type beads that I want to use. So I am going to go ahead and pull the one end of my chain loose. Simply because I know it'll be easier to string it that way. There we go. Now, this is going to be the outside one, so we'll go with it first. It's the biggest. And then we do this one. Okay. Then we do... Oh, there's the other jump ring. Yay. Well, now I have it. I guess that's one way to go about it, right? Then we're going to do this one. Okay. Then we're going to come in with the stocking. Come on, you. Alrighty. So we have our stocking, and then we bring our next little one on. And then we're going to bring our next big one. Like so. Then I'm going to put my closure back on. Close that up. Make sure to get it nice and tight, because you definitely don't want it coming apart. You rapscallion. Okay. Now, maybe I should have put the beads more in between them. Maybe I should have put all the beads in between and had those two spaced apart a little different. Well, I know how to fix that a little easier than taking the back end off. We're going to do this. Give me that. Alrighty. Or wait, would that be all of them in between? No, it still wouldn't. Anyway, but I can fix it. It's no big deal. You don't know unless you try, and I'm gonna try. So, alright, all of these, scoot that away. And then this comes back over here. And there's that one. And then this one. Uh-oh. Okay, come on, fingers. Oh, there we go. Now it fell off that way, but anyway. Okay, not a big deal though. See, I can put it right back together. And then this bead can slide over here. And we can slide this back in there. And come on now. Work with me, baby. Do not want you to come and lose. Okay. Now, let's try that again. Maybe it'll look a little bit... Yeah, that separated them just perfectly, because I didn't want them hanging right next together. So, just like that, here's one. It's Christmassy. You got your angel and you got your stocking. Sorry, bring it down where you can see it. There's the angel and the stocking. You got your beads in between. No earrings for that one, which is just fine. And then our second necklace is right here. And I think it's cute. I do. I like how it gives it a little bit of different height with some of the pieces. I think that is cute. I have no issue with it. I like how it hangs. So that is our second necklace tonight. And I still have this little jump ring, which I can now save and put back in my box. So, not a big deal there. Yay! So that makes me happy. And I now have used my ghosties and some of my beautiful pieces from Miss Dawn to make some beautiful necklaces. Okay, this one I think goes over there. Yes, okay. And that, my friends, is how easy necklaces can be. For this chain, in case you're wondering, it was bought in a big roll. And then all I do is cut it off to the length I need. I add a big loop here on this side, and then put the lobster claw clasp on it, and then a smaller hoop on this side for the clasp to go into. And that's the only thing I do with those, and there you have it. So we have now got two necklaces that I think are quite beautiful, ready to wear, and that helps me get that much further ahead of the game. It does, it does. So again, this is hashtag Make With Me. It is my August challenge. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope you're playing along, and I hope you're having fun. Until next time, please remember, smile. It makes people wonder what you're up to. Hug someone, anyone, everyone. It's good for you. It's good for them. It's medically proven. Then above all else, please, please stay healthy, stay happy, and stay safe. And if you can't, please, please fake it till you make it. And don't put any more negativity out into the world than there already is. I appreciate you stopping by to see what I'm up to. Thank you for doing so. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. I'm still trying to kick along and get to that 1,000 subscriber mark by December 25th of this year if I can. We'll see how that works, see how it goes. And until then, thank you all for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at in the world. Bye-bye.